Without any doubt, Halsey and G-Eazy's relationship has been captured everyone's heart until they ended up calling it quits. There were a ton of rumors surrounding them back in time. But first, let's talk about their first interaction in public. They first started seeing each other publicly in the summer of 2017 when G-Eazy bring Halsey on stage during his Bud Light Drive bar tour stop in New Orleans to premiere their song Him and I, sparking rumors of a romance between the two. G-Eazy talked to the Fuse at the time, downplaying relationship rumors and saying, "I wanted to work with Halsey for a long time. I think she's an incredibly talented artist who has accomplished so much at such a young age." He also admitted that he had a crush on her back in time.
So cute.
I guess I always had a crush on her.
Did you?
Just a day after they premiered Him and I, Halsey seemingly confirmed the relationship with a simple caption, "Thank you baby," on a picture of the two performing the song together. This picture, along with other pictures of the two, have been deleted from her social media. The two went Instagram official, posting magic couple pics during a scenic getaway. Shortly after the pair went public, they were spotted everywhere, and I mean everywhere, together. To be honest, they quickly became one of the Hollywood's cutest and most talented couples. During a show on her 23rd birthday, Halsey was treated to a special appearance from G-Eazy, who got the entire crowd to sing her happy birthday as seen in this fan-captured video.
I'm gonna let you finish, but can we please all sing her happy birthday, everybody together? This time, Alright, I can't sing for shit, so you'll have to help. Happy birthday to you.
G-Eazy told Paper that same year they first met each other was at a party. We could talk for hours endlessly. She's been through a lot in her personal life, in her professional life. It shocks me all the time that she's as young as she is, because even I forgot sometimes and think she's my age and forgot that she's 5 years younger. Well, the inevitable happened when Halsey and G-Eazy dropped Him and I with an adorable video to go with it. Some interesting lyrics worth nothing for later on.
Ever catch me cheating, she would try to cut my
Time and time, they proved their love to the public. Halsey even stood by his side and helped him when he was arrested. So how did this happen? G-Eazy and Halsey were partying at a club in Stockholm when a fan was repeatedly asking for pictures and then taking them without his permission. That set G-Eazy off and started a very big physical fight. In the subsequent brawling, he reportedly punched a member of the club security team in the face several times, prompting police to get involved. It was at that point that authorities allegedly found cocaine in his pockets as well. G-Eazy has been outspoken about cocaine use many times in the past. Halsey was no exception. She was seen using cocaine on a yacht while partying with her ex and friends in Miami. Thank God this was the first and the last time we've seen Halsey using cocaine. Perhaps it was G-Eazy who had a bad influence on her in the past. Their chemistry was undeniable, both on stage and off the stage. But as we all know, the higher you climb, the harder you fall. Therefore, Halsey announces via her Instagram stories that the two have split, saying, "I normally keep this kind of thing private, but provided our public nature, I feel I need to inform my fans G-Eazy and I are taking some part. I'm eager to continue the upcoming passage of time, dedicating myself to my art and career and the duration of my tour. I wish him the best." But they got back together again for a few months. Meanwhile, Halsey released a song named Without Me, which was about G-Eazy. In the song, she talked about how G-Eazy used her for fame. Surprisingly, G-Eazy loved that song.
What was G's reaction to the song?
He loves it.
He does?
He loves it.
In October, they called it quits for the second time, but this time there was no coming back. She even got so emotional during a concert and tries not to cry while singing the lyrics, "Someone will love you, but someone isn't me."
Someone will love you. Someone will love you. Someone will love you, but someone isn't me.
Then Halsey deleted many of their Instagram photos together and posted a photo with the caption, "Kiss my dog on the forehead and kiss your ass goodbye." Before that, we also witnessed a coldness between them while performing their hit song Him and I. There are also some reports confirming that when Halsey found out G-Eazy was cheating on her, she still had to perform together with him. I can't imagine how painful it was for Halsey, but still, she managed it. This time, Halsey tweeted a scissors emoji and then deleted, which fans theorized it was a reference to the Him and I lyric about what she'd do if G-Eazy ever cheated. She also mysteriously tweeted the word pumpkin eater, which fans guess is a reference to the rhyme cheater cheater pumpkin eater. If you are curious about who G-Eazy has cheated with, I must say that one of them turned out to be a British singer and model named Ashley Simpson. On February 2019, she did something no one expected. She took the SNL stage not just as a musical guest, but also as the host. During her performance of Without Me, she did something no one saw it coming. As the piano accompanied her, the walls around her began to reveal a message. "I'm sorry Ashley, I cheated." It read with a list of cities where the infidelity occurred. At home in Los Angeles, one location read, while others included New Orleans, Austin, and Minneapolis. It was a public revelation of private pain, and the internet has been buzzing about it ever since. The message was clear and the speculation began immediately. Was this about G-Eazy? The couple had a tumultuous relationship, and this performance seemed to confirm the rumors of cheating that led to their split. But it wasn't just about calling someone out. It was about Halsey reclaiming her story. She sang with a vulnerability that resonated with many, turning her personal heartbreak into a universal anthem of strength and self-respect. Kelly Clarkson, among others, praised the performance, calling it raw, painful, and pure. And Halsey's response, gratitude for the support, and a reminder of why she creates music, to connect, to heal, and to empower. The performance has social media speculating that the alleged cheating ex is Halsey's former boyfriend, G-Eazy. Halsey just dragged G-Eazy through dirt. "I love her so much. She deserves better than a cheater and liar," one Twitter user wrote in response to the performance. Another person tweeted, "Imagine exposing your ex on SNL. Hail to the queen, Halsey." Halsey really said fuck it and used her ex apology as her fucking backdrop for SNL, huh? I think she's right. Before performing on SNL, she had an interview with Glamour where she spoke about how she felt immense pressure to comment on their split, but eventually decided against it. "The biggest lesson I learned was to make art, not headlines," she explained, because it can become quite easy in the social media generation to go from being a musician to become a personality. Halsey had enough of G-Eazy. She didn't even want to hear his name. However, in one of her concerts, she did hear it, and she lost her patience, getting angry at a fan who was chanting his name right away.
If you say G-Eazy one more time, I'll kick your out of this party. I will kick your out of this party. Text me. Text me. You want to get out of the crowd? Who is it? It's you? Who said G-Eazy? Who's f***ing yelling it? 'Cause I'll kick your out of the club. You don't disrespect me like that on my own show.
Then she posted an Instagram story saying, "Don't let someone make you feel crazy or unhinged, cause you're a woman standing up for yourself. Don't tolerate disrespect in the name of being nice. Love you." In 2020, G-Eazy has been linked to Megan Thee Stallion, who was seen posting an Instagram story of them kissing in bed together. Obviously, Halsey had nothing to do with him after breakup, but fans couldn't let it go, so she took on Instagram with the caption, "I see you all in the comments, and I know you think you're funny, cause you're at home on your iPhone, and I'm not a real human being to you. I hope to God you never have to experience an abusive relationship. And if you do, I hope the world is kinder to you than you are to me." Cheating wasn't the only way G-Eazy hurt Halsey. Halsey claimed that she was made the villain because of misogynistic stereotypes. She said with The Guardian for a candid chat about her new album, her experience with miscarriages, and her past relationships. The 24-year-old dated G-Eazy for over a year, but when they called it time on their relationships in 2018, she claims she was vilified. Everyone's instinct was, she must have cheated, she said. "I'm in a bikini in a music video, so I must be a whore. It's so much greater than me. It's a social perception of women. So fuck it, I'm gonna tell them everything that happened." Without Me wasn't the only song that Halsey had written about. In February 2023, she released Die For Me, which Halsey confronts the pain of betrayal and the sting of broken promises. The song is a raw and candid reflection of her feelings following the end of the relationship with G-Eazy, with lines like, "Said you take a bullet, told me you would die for me." Halsey exposes the depth of her hurt and the disillusionment she felt when faced with the reality of infidelity. Interestingly, Die For Me also interpolates elements from a 2019 track by Post Malone which originally featured Halsey and Future. This creative choice adds another layer to the song as it connects past and present, weaving together the threads of her musical and emotional journey. Continuing to drag her ex, Halsey sings, "Now you can blame me, tell them you made me. Ignore the shit that you did on the daily." She doesn't mention G-Eazy by name, but it's pretty clear who she is singing about. Halsey also updates the line about "without me" from "I sold 50 million copies of our breakup note" to "I sold 40 million copies of our breakup note." Pretty legendary if you ask me. Fans of Halsey will already know that they took several shots at their ex G-Eazy on their 2019 feature on Post Malone's Die For Me. In their verse, Halsey seemingly accused G-Eazy of cheating. They sang, "I went through your phone and called the girls in your DMs." They also added, "Brought some strangers in our bed and now you lost your right to privacy." The track is not just a narrative of personal heartbreak, but also a declaration of self-empowerment. Halsey transforms her pain into strength, asserting her worth and refusing to be defined by the action of another. She boldly claims, "Grew into a savage." You can hear it in this verse, "Honey," showcasing her evolution from vulnerability to resilience. Naturally, fans are living for the full version of Die For Me. One person tweeted, Halsey changing the lyrics in Die For Me from "sold 50 million copies of a heartbreak note" to "sold 40 million copies of a heartbreak note." In Die For Me is such a power move and G-Eazy should be shaking right now. Another person added, "So you've heard of Eminem dissing MGK so bad he switched genres. What about Halsey absolutely destroying G-Eazy several times over that he is nowhere close to being relevant?" Discussing the braid, someone wrote, "If Halsey ever said this about me, I simply would never show my face again." That's funny.